It's another K-Town beat.
YouTube, it's your boy, Mr.Outliner. I'm back. Look, I'm back with a super high taper. Now, look, understand this ain't for everybody. Now, look, the separation where his taper was and where it gets thick at, his waves get thick. I haven't cut it in over a year, but if you look back, if you've been following me, I did a haircut video on his hair before, maybe about a year ago. So this is him. He came back from school and he wanted to get a haircut, so I just decided to do another video on it, just in case some people missed it or whatever. So anyway, I'm using a 2 guard here and I'm going with the graining. I'm just taking my time going over it. So that's what you want to do. You want to take your time, go over it, knock it down to the desired length, and go from there. The tricky part about this hair is that it's super wavy and thin at the same time. So you got to be careful, and like I said, you got to take your time with it. Who else has the masters? Let me know, because I've been having a little difficulty with my masters. It seems like the power, the runtime doesn't run as long as it should. It's supposed to be 90 minutes. I'm not getting 90 minutes out of mine. I don't know. So with that being said, let me know in the comments if you having problems with your masters like I am. You see the red thing on the red indicator at the bottom of my clippers. They haven't been on that long, so I might have to send them back to master and see what's going on with them. But anyway, back to the haircut. Once you get it to the desired length, then you're ready to start the fade. And I take my Wahl detailer and I start it from like the corner of his ear and I go kind of diagonal, and you just want to clean all the hair up. Now, this is a difficult technique if you're not used to doing it. And so after I make my first guideline, I use my Wahl magic clip open with no guard to make my second guideline. See that? And I'm constantly combing as I go. Now here I use my magic clip with the 1 guard open, not closed, open, and I make the third guideline. And you can see the separation already. So the higher up you go, the bigger your guard has to be. And this right here is a 1.5. Now you see what a line was that I made, the third guideline that I made. I really just want to focus on that line and remove that. And that's what I was trying to do right here with the 1.5. And as you can see, the problem comes in because the wave pattern is starting right there. We're ending actually right there. So this bulk right here is what I want to get rid of, and I'm using a 2 guard open to do that. Like a lot of times I'm doing open to close when the hair gets thick and when it's straight like that, because I don't want to take too much off. I want to kind of like get a feel for it. So right here I got my 1.5. I came back with it after I used the 2 open, and I'm just kind of working it away. I'm implementing a little clip over comb too to get it to lay the way that I want it to lay. Now, of course, it's probably not looking as desirable to you right now, but trust me, when I'm done, it'll be perfect, you know. So you work your way back down. So we went all the way up to a 2. We came back down from a 1.5 to a 1, and eventually we'll go back down to no guard at all, open to close. So you see I'm using the corners of the blade a lot here because that's gonna help you feather it. That's basically what you want to do. And you see the clip over comb technique is working, right? So that's what we're doing. And you want to continue to just feather it away. Just use the corner of the blade until you get the look you want, and then you just work it all the way down until you have no guard on and you go open to close. Just remember to stay open to close and diligently work at it until you get it to the look that you want. Trust the process. Don't never turn away from the process. Just keep going, keep working at it, and you'll get the look you want. And then after that, you do the exact same thing to this side. I'm just gonna let it play a little bit. You do the exact same thing to this side, and then I'll show you the back part in just a few seconds. And you know, after you get the sides done on the back, you kind of want to clean it up. So I'm using a bigger guard here just to like taper it down just a little bit, not going up too high, just really tapping the edges of it. So in the back, it's the exact same way that we did the side. So we're gonna take our trimmer and make our first guideline, clean them up real good. And then after that, we'll come with no guard, but we'll do open with the magic clip, and then we'll do that and make our second guideline. And you see how everything is starting to get ready to come together. So after you do that, you know, the next step would be the one guard, and we would open it up and we would make our third guideline. The exact same thing we did on the side, the same thing we doing on the back. So like I said, it's all a process. It's the same steps over and over and over again until you get the look that you want. Sometimes you have to, you know, go back and redo something, but you know, touch it up, detail it a little bit more, but that's okay. If you just work at it and stay consistent with it, you'll get the look that you're looking for. Now see right here, I got the 1.5 open, the same thing I did on the side. So I'm coming up, this is the fourth guideline, right? And I'm cleaning that line up. I still don't like the line on the bottom, so I'm cleaning it up. I came back down to the one guard, right? And then after that, I'm using the two guard, the exact thing I used on the side, the two guard. But now, as you're going up higher, you're getting a little lighter with your touch. And you're doing that because you don't want to keep creating lines. So remember that the higher up you get, the lighter your touch should be. So we're working our way back down. 1.5, we're gonna go to 1, then we're gonna eventually go to no guard. So that's the concept right here. You know, you start small to big, and then you go big to small back down. So that's pretty much it. That's how you get the look that you're looking for. As you can see, after we did all the cleanup work, and remember, use the corner of your blade. Keep using the corner of your blade if you get lost somewhere. You see the taper came out nice. And then once you get that done, then he's ready to be lined up. And once you get ready to line them up, you just want to stay on the natural hairline. So you just comb the hair down and just use the corner of the blade for this. Also, that's the sharpest point of the blade. So if you want a sharp look, use the corner of the trimmer, and you should be able to get a sharp look if your trimmers are adjusted right. If you don't know how to adjust your trimmers, I have videos on that. I'll try to leave an end screen on how you can adjust your trimmers, and also my past video I did on this high taper. And so now we just move to the other side, do the exact same thing, and try to follow the same pattern, the same hairline, and you should get an even look. You want the even look. You don't want to go too far in on the hairline in the back. It'll make it too small and it'll look like a straight V at the bottom, something that you don't really want. So just make sure you stand on the hairline and clean up around it. And you see that taper? Ooh, that taper is butter. That's fire right there. You see that? That's pure fire. So, and like I said, keep using the corner of your trimmer if you want to get a sharp line up. Now, get ready for the edge up. You know, we take the same step that we always do. Look at it, focus on it. The left side of the screen is actually higher than the right side of the screen. So what we want to do is kind of start from the right side of the screen and try to match it to the left side. You see the curvature going down, it's going down. So I'm trying to pick a point to start from. So I'm starting from the middle side a little bit, and I'm just coming over, and eventually I'll come to the right side of the screen and get it to line all the way up. But I just kind of wanted to start setting something to look at, so when I get to that side, I'll know exactly how to line it up. So you see that? So take your time. Like I said, you have to visualize it and look for high points and low points to see exactly how the hair should line up. Some people might not agree with how I'm doing it, or you know, everybody has their own way of doing things, but for me, this is how I do it on this haircut. The next haircut I might do something different depending on the hairline. Not every exact formula is going to give you a straight line on every haircut because every hairline is different. Now, if you can find a perfect hairline and it doesn't take much, then that's fine. But sometimes you have to work at it. And a lot of times with these type of hairlines with straight hair like this, I kind of make light lines on the sides because you can tend to push somebody back on the side if you use clipper. So right here I'm using the guard to trim it down a little bit on the edges because the hair is laying over the edge of the hair. Right? You see that? It's laying over, so what I'm doing is cleaning it up so I can see it better. And once I get that done, then I come back and I try to hit the corner with the razor to make it sharp. So the razor does for me is I won't push his hairline back further than it needs to be, so I can see that line that's going straight down, and I can line it up with his eyebrow or the corner of his eye to get the look that I'm looking for. And then after that, I come back and clean it up with my trimmer. And there's a closer look at what I'm doing. And so I'll come back with the razor again just to like sharpen it a little bit. Now you see how that came out? My trimmer is not able to give me that look without cutting off too much hair. So that's why I use the razor there. And then on this side, I start from the middle, from one side, and work my way over. That way I can try to keep the line straight as possible to where it'll match up, because I'm starting from that high point and working my way over to bring it to the same height as the other side. And it'll take you a little time to do it. This is where I spend a lot of time on my haircut, but you can see the line is straight now. Now I have to just go in and kind of like make sure everything is lining up on both sides. And you see the hair hanging over right here in the corner of the hair. I need to get that off so I can see the line. So I'm using my 2-guard, and I'm just going against the hair pattern right there, but I don't want to take off a lot of hair. I just really want to take off the hair that's hanging. I also use a little clip over comb right here to get the parts that I think that the guard is not getting, and to smooth out everything. So now I can go in and I can attack the line the way that I need to. Now on this side, his hair is just a tad bit more fuller, but I still take my razor and create that sidebar that I need to have it sharp. See it? Boom, there it is. So you see what the razor can do for you in certain instances, right? You want to try to keep everything out as far as possible, well, inward, as far as possible. If you keep using your trimmer right here or something, it'll keep pushing the hair back because it just doesn't fall on the hair right for some reason. For me anyway, somebody else might work for them, but for me it doesn't. And I still use trim over comb right there just to get that look I'm looking for. You see the fade and you see the line. Now we're gonna use some enhancements to make it pop even more. But you see that fade? That's a high taper fade right there. And then you come back and do a little detail work with your detailers, and it's looking real good right now. So right here I'm gonna use spritz right there, and I'm also gonna use the hair fibers that I use, gold fiber, the ones that I always use. If you need some of those, I'll leave a link in the description where you can pick those up. Also, it's a vegan hair fiber. But you see the hair fiber, if it looks like it's a little bit too much, take the wide part of a comb and kind of comb it out. You see me using the wide side, and then come back and hit it again, and boom, there you go. It's ready. See that? That brought his cut to a whole nother level. If you're not paying attention, that's a whole nother level. That's the difference between maybe a $20 haircut and a $30 haircut. For those who don't like enhancements, that's the difference, right? So what you do to one side, you do to the other side. This side right here, we spray some more spritz on it, come back, and we're spraying, filling in just the light spots. We want to make it look natural. Hit the front too, because we want everything to be aligned just right. You see that? So, and like I said, you come back, hit it with the trimmer just to sharpen it up. Because now what the spritz does is make the hair fiber stick to the head, and so once it dries, you can style it the way you want. You see that hairline? The hairline is perfect. He look like Jason Tatum too, don't he? So this is my Jason Tatum haircut. So you know, the basketball player that plays for the Boston Celtics. But yeah, so this is the high taper. It's not for everybody. The technique is not easy to pull off if you're not used to fading and using a little clip over comb. But you know, you can get it done. You can get this look done too. You know what I'm saying? But don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. I got some more videos coming for y'all real soon. I've been busy with, you know, the holidays and trying to cut as many people that need haircuts. I haven't been able to get videos out to you, but I'm about to pick back up. Everything about to slow back down. But like I said, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. Check for my end screen. I got some videos from past that I want y'all to see and how to line up your clippers. Don't forget to detail the hair. You know, come back, hit the little wild hairs. That's gonna make the haircut look that much better. But check my end screen. I got some stuff for y'all too. So anyway, we coming up. We're approaching 20K, 20,000. Man, it's been a long trip. So we're approaching 20,000. So I'm gonna do a giveaway. I'm gonna be giving away some clippers, some barber stuff, some, you know, razors, all types of things. So just look for it. I'll do a video on that soon too. But like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. Until next time, I'm out. Love, peace, and hair grease.